parts of Japan look very different than they did just a few days ago when the country was plunged into chaos. Devastation that began with that 8.9 magnitude earthquake. But much of the damage has resulted from the tsunami that followed. Now we have satellite images of Japan before it, after. CNN's Rob Marciano. You have them. Show us.
It's really phenomenal. Not quite as frightening, obviously, as the pictures that we've seen on the air. We're in day 4 now, and those pictures and the stories that our reporters are telling on the ground just seemingly get more frightening by the day. A little bit higher viewpoint from some satellites, high-resolution satellites, obviously high above the Earth. This is GOI. This is what Sendai looked like before the quake happened and resulting tsunami. And here's what happened. Here's what it looked like after. I mean, you want to talk about a storm surge? This is like a storm surge of Katrina times 100. And with something coming in with such force and momentum and mass that wipes out everything in its path. Now, I should mention that this part of Sendai is right on the coast. Sendai is a huge city. There are portions of that city that are away from the coast that are virtually untouched, but you get closer to that shoreline just a couple of miles, and boom, you see some serious devastation. Here's the airport just south and east of Sendai, but this is about a kilometer away from the coastline, and boom, look, that's what it looked like after the wave came through. And there's still leftover puddles of water. You know, there's some lowland areas inland that got flooded by the tsunami that still have yet to drain because of the way the landscape is. So that's an ongoing problem as well. Natori is near the airport, just south of Sendai, similar. And you've got some farmland here just outside of the residential areas. Nearly all the residential areas are wiped out, and then the farmland here still flooded, at least when this picture was taken. And here's an area just north of Sendai, in the northern part of this bay, fishing area with also some industry. Nearly all the residential homes here wiped out, with the exception of some industry types of larger buildings here. Unbelievable shaking of the earth. You know, Carol, that some of the measurements done by scientists showing that the plates that moved and popped when this happened moved almost 60 feet, and the islands of Japan shifting to the east by 8 feet. So it's really remarkable stuff how our world shifted on that day.
And you wonder, will this ever be rebuilt? And it's impossible to believe that it will.
So many people, but you know, the Japanese they're a powerhouse, and they'll probably get behind it, I'm sure.
And they have a lot of help from many different places. Thanks, Rob.